Hi, I'm Neil Sackmary.
Hi, I'm State Trooper Sean Hagstrom with the Nevada State Police Highway Patrol Division, PEIO. Please stay tuned for the next episode of Trooper Talk.
And together, we can make a difference. Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with this edition of Trooper Talk. You ready? Please introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Hi, my name is Officer Kemmer with Nevada Parole and Probation.
Officer.
Officer.
Right. And you, sir, are?
Yeah, I'm State Trooper Sean Hagstrom, and I'm with Public Affairs for the Nevada Highway Patrol.
And you, sir?
I'm Trooper Villanueva with Nevada State Police. I am the sworn recruiter for Southern Command or Region 1.
Congratulations. So, we love the Police Academy, the State Trooper Academy. And so this is something that you just recently are part of. So let's go into that. And then my first question that I have for you is this. The first time that you have your own car and you go to somewhere and you put someone in the back of your car in the cage, and so now you're alone with a person, what does that feel like?
So I have not done that alone just yet because I'm still in field training, so I'm always with at least one other person.
Okay.
But it's a surreal, different feeling.
So talk to me about then, so you're with someone, right? Okay. You've put someone in the back of the car.
I have, yes.
You've put someone in handcuffs. Okay. So what does it feel like in the sense of that we want people to know the psychological, because we want people to know that to become a Nevada State Trooper, it's not easy. And so there's a lot of things that you have to go through psychologically just as a person, right? But it's really important because you're there to do the job so that you can protect the community. So it's sort of like you have to find this fine line. So talk to us about that then, when you, what that had to feel like to take someone's freedom and then put them in the back of the car.
I've been very fortunate to have a lot of great training, so I feel comfortable with the process and being able to do so, but you're constantly running through scenarios in your mind. What if they don't want to comply? What if they start to fight? What am I going to do? What are my options? Who's around me? So it can be a little bit stressful, but that's why they teach you to rely on your training and consistently train, so then that way you're prepared if that happens. So definitely the mind's constantly going. You're always thinking of, what am I going to do if this happens? What am I going to do if that happens? So then that way, you can feel prepared. And then, once it's over and, you're walking them to the car, it's not over. Once you get them in handcuffs, you might think, okay, my job here is done. But no, you have to maintain control so that way they don't try to take off running from you while they're in handcuffs. You have to get them into the car safely. You have to put their seatbelt on. And
they just now graduated, right? So now they meet Sergeant Whitmarsh, right? And they go through this whole process, right? But it's not easy. That's what this academy is showing us, that even after they graduated, it's not over.
Right.
And so you may have just graduated, but now it's just started.
Yeah. We like to equate it to, hey, the amount of learning that you're going to do the academy is like drinking from a fire hose, because it's that much information. Where you're going to go out and you're going to show your corporals that you can effectively handcuff somebody. You can effectively take them to the ground if they start being combative. You need to be efficient with your firearms, with your tasers, with your tools that we give you, that we provide for you. There's a lot that goes into it, but just because you get out of the academy doesn't mean that you're done training. Like she said, she had advanced academy after the basic academy, which is another 2 months, and now she's in field training, which is another 4 months at the absolute most. But even after that, even today, I'm still doing trainings on a weekly basis. So you are constantly training and evolving, because we're in an evolving world, right? We have to grow and change with what the climate is doing, and Nevada State Police does a really good job of that, of providing us with the best training that we can possibly get to stay on top of what's happening around us and what's happening with the current climate.
I was driving the car this morning. It was a nice morning, you know what I mean? And somebody came in like one of your cars, right? And they wanted to play. So my question is does anybody try to race this? I mean, we know that people blow past you because they don't care. But has anybody ever tried to like pull up next to you in a Charger or one of these other things and be like, and not notice that, oh, this is a state trooper in a
Just happened to me this morning. Just this morning, down the highway.
So they pull up next to you, right? And then they're like, and you're like, just go.
Yeah.
Right? So like I just go like this, but I don't want somebody to think like I'm like pulling out a gun. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just like, go.
Yeah.
I'm driving, you know what I mean? Like God.
Yeah, he went around a car to get right next to me, and I could see him out of my peripheral, and I was like, what is happening? So I look, and he hits his engine, and I turn my lights on, and he was like, and he like started praying, and he like, I'm sorry. I was like, come on, dude, just look. The side of my car says state trooper. It's not like it's ghosted out or anything.
Right.
So yes, yeah, it happened today.
Yeah, people have gotten next to me. Usually, I see them coming up through my back mirror, like you said, like
Yeah.
a Charger or something, thinking they're going to come up. But then they see my stickers and everything,
Oh,
and they're
and then
like, they back up. And I try to let them pass,
Yeah.
but they won't pass.
Yeah.
They just keep getting farther back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Right.
Because I could probably nail them for speeding up to me, try to, you know what I mean? But it does happen, Neil.
Oh, for
sure. I love your story. My story this morning, I almost got in a crash with the Mustang. Over by Summerlin, where it goes into, the far left lane changes, that was open, and there's a bunch of cars that were in line, right? And somebody's getting impatient, and as I was coming up, they started getting in my lane, and I had to hit the brakes majorly and started going over by the big
Median.
barrels.
Really?
And I thought I was going to take the barrels out too, and him, because I'm thinking, oh, here it goes. But luckily, he didn't get as far enough into my lane, and I was able to pass him without getting in a crash, thank God. But I'm like, and then if somebody was really falling too close, we would have had a crash that way too. Right. But yeah, you just got to always be on your toes. You always got to be watching. And that's why I always tell people, hey, don't fall so close. Give yourself 2 or 3 car lengths of distance, which I usually when they notice my car, they're farther back, which is great.
Right.
5 cars.
Because we're teaching those people a little bit of distance. They don't want to deal with me in the morning, and I really don't want to deal with them either in the morning.
Yeah, his wife came here, and she sat over here, and and I saw him with a baseball hat on, right? He has the most perfect hair. His hair is always perfect, right?
Yep.
But the thing is, I saw him with a baseball hat. So for me, the families and that come here that we're able to see, that are able to see what they do. It's very cool. And so when I see all of the people that are on here from the academy, I'm like, okay, so when are they coming?
Yeah.
Like I sent Major Munoz, and I was like, so when are you coming down here and coming on the show and telling everyone to come down? You know what I mean? Because I want people to know that we want to tell people how wonderful it is. And that you can join at a younger age, work towards retirement. But it's not going to be easy.
So this class graduated up in Carson City, and then we're getting ready for the Las Vegas Academy to start. We're just getting ready for that. So not only when you look at that photo, that's taken at one of the legislator buildings. When I graduated as a trooper, I went to the Carson City Academy
When
up
was
north. And what's that?
No, it's true.
Oh, is it?
I said, when was that?
Oh, yeah. It was a
when I
while back. It was way
Back when they did speeding tickets on rocks.
The Flintstone days?
But one of the good things is when I graduated academy, we got our photos taken right in front of the governor's mansion, which, I mean, how cool is that?
That's
I
awesome.
mean, and then they have a side building next to the governor's mansion, and we had the actual ceremony in there. So that was kind of special. And I got to have my mom pin my badge on me at the time. I mean, she's not with us anymore, but what a pleasure to have my own mother put my badge on. I was going to have my fiance at the time, but I'm like, my mom's always going to be there no matter what. I love my mother, and that's why I had her pin my badge on. It was very special to do that, and especially to become a state trooper, that title. It's something that's earned. It's not given.
Yeah.
So that's why we take pride being with Nevada State Police, being one of Nevada's finest.
And you don't wear the badge. So
I wear it on my belt.
Oh,
Yeah.
So this is what you wear every day.
Yes.
Okay, so you have the oh, I see. So you have this one that's sewn on, and then that one there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just
All right.
tactfully cool.
Yeah,
Right. No, no,
Yeah, I like
100%.
that.
tactical.
Looking cool is half the battle.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
right. There you go.
I agree with you 100.
You look good, you feel good, you do good. Right?
That's
Listen,
right.
this isn't this the truth?
This is
you know
true.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? This is why we
absolutely.
talk about not having one string that is off your uniform. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about being professional.
All about being professional. Let's see what we got.
Okay, Neil, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. We had Micah May, which was one of our troopers
We love Micah May.
that had was struck and killed by an impaired driver. And every year, this is going to be our 4th annual. It's the Micah May DUI Joining Forces campaign. And the reason I brought this on today, this is happening this Saturday. And we're going to start at our office at Bermuda at 6 p.m. We're going to have other allied agencies, Metro, North Las Vegas, Henderson joining us. And it's going to start around, we'll have our briefings and everything at 6 p.m. on this coming Saturday. And then they'll last, I think our troopers will be done at probably 0400 hours, which is 4 a.m. in the morning. And the other agencies will probably go until probably 7 in the morning or 6 when they get off. And then they're going to go out there and get reckless drivers, DUIs. Their focus is DUI impairment, but we're also going to get reckless drivers, speeders, everything. They're going to be looking for that. And that's a special, what I call a special event in honor of Michael May, because he gave his life doing good for Nevada. And this is one of the things that we do to honor his name, is to have this DUI event every year. And this is the 4th annual event.
Well, thank you very much. So this is the final thing. Now we're just going to look at that camera, and then we're going to wave, and then we're going to wait for Johnny to say good, and then completely over. You ready?
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. See you later.
Bye, guys.